Ooh. Right. Hey, Kristen. All right. Let's see. Okay, and perfect. Hi, Dress and Nails. Hi, Linda Smia. Hi, Melanie. Hello, hello. All right. Hi, ICJ. All right, let me see. Let me post that. Pin this. Perfect. All right. Let's see if we can get everything adjusted. All right. So I don't have like everything out, but I mean, I tried. You know, there's a lot of stuff. So if anybody was here yesterday for my live video, we did these two big ones or whatever in the middle, so it's easier for you guys to see. Online, I'd have the little small samples or whatever. I don't have any other samples really for today's. I have one that's kind of similar sample or whatever, but whatever. So we did these yesterday. You can find this on my IGTV. So if you want to see exactly how I did them, they're super duper awesome. So hi, Brad. So I'm going to be using some molds today, and I'm going to use my brushes. So I'm going to make something similar to this. It's not going to be the same, but it's going to be something similar along this. So I'm going to make this, and I'm going to make a bow. So this is with the molds. So it's so hard to get proper lighting in this. So the mold, I'm actually going to, I think this is better, going to do cat eye. So this one is made with acrylic, this one is made with lace gel, and this one is made with Camilla gel, which I'm going to be using some Camilla gel today too, but I'm not going to do red, I'm going to do black, but you guys are all going to see it anyway. So I'm gonna do the bow first. So these are the bow molds. I have it in my online web shop, so you can get them at expressclaws.com. They are an import from Japan, just so you guys know, from the Tokyo Nail Expo. And I'm going to use a Medusa gel today. This is 263. So this is from the Lost Winter collection, and it is a cat eye. So I don't know if you guys can see that shift up there. So I have this without using the magnet, and up here is with using the magnet. It's not a very good swatch because it's obviously small and stuff, but whatever. So 263, this is Arctic Smog, really pretty. Make sure that you use my affiliate link anytime that you shop Medusa products. Link is down below or in my bio as always. So hey Sonia. All right, so I'm going to set this to the side because I'm not going to need those right now. All right, so first things first, this mold, I've obviously had it out, so because it's silicone, it collects a lot of dust and stuff like that. So I cleaned out this one. I just used some 99% alcohol to like clean it out. So you're going to need this, you're going to need this, you're going to need your Camilla gel. So the reason why I use this instead of this to like fill everything in is because like this is not made for building. This is made for color. This is made for like 3D work and that sort of thing. This is this does have a tacky layer because it's made, you're supposed to be using this for like making different like cameos and gems and that sort of thing. But it's going to be a really good filler for the backing of this. This way it has some color and it's not like clear and it's not going to cause any kind of problems. So you're also going to need your arrow tool. So having the arrow tool is really important for this because you're going to need to be able to get into the crevices. So using this carefully, obviously, because I mean, this is still sharp, but it's not like super sharp, but you're going to be able to really get into the corners and you'll be able to see like where the bubbles and stuff are, like using something like this. How many pretty polished nails. So this way it'll be very interesting. So the other thing that you're going to want is a magnet. So the magnet that I'm using is from Korea. But if you have something like this, the magnets that are like this are super duper strong. So I actually tested this before coming on here. Hi, Chloe. And I put some of the Medusa cat eye right here. So this is a very thick portion. You can see how thick this is. So this doesn't have any of the indentations or whatever for the 3D mold. So I put some of this here, and then like I used it under here, and it definitely worked. So it's super duper strong. So I would suggest to use a strong magnet. Definitely test it out before you do this, of course. So because I don't know what you guys have, so you'll just have to see what's going to be working the best for you. All right, have this out. Again, you can get the molds on my web shop. So I'm just going to start doing stuff. I'm going to make a background really quick, actually. So I have this here. So this is Orly's Rage, and I'm going to use some of my hollow foil. So this is like, it's obviously not close, but I mean, it is a rose gold type. So I am going to be using this. So I'm going to use my sticky foil gel here. And I'm just going to be putting it into my Medusa hands-on light. Just making sure that it's even. Just going to go for 30 seconds. Now you can totally do it with a 10-second cure light, but you're going to have to play with it to see like what's going to be working the best for you as far as like how long it's going to take you and everything. So this is the 10-second cure light, if you guys didn't know. We will be using this today too, because it's going to cure everything that you got in 10 seconds. So it'll hold everything in place at least 3 seconds, cure it all the way 10 seconds, okay? So, but if you are using this for my sticky foil gel, you'll just have to gauge it and see how long it is, because I don't actually know. I haven't tried it yet. I know it'll work. I just haven't seen like how many seconds, how many passes or whatever it's going to take me in order to do that. So, all right. So now this foil you can also get on my website, expressclaws.com. You get at least 75 centimeters, and hopefully this works, because like, I have some, put cuticle oil on today, so I didn't have like terrible cuticles for you guys. And because I've been like using lotion and stuff, like the weather is kind of terrible in Michigan right now as far as like cold and stuff goes. So could have like a better foil transfer, but it is what it is. You can go back and do more, but never going to be perfect when you want a full cover anyway. And when you have it on a tip like this. But it doesn't matter. I'm using this for the background, just for the bow, because I wanted some sort of like little contrast or whatever. So you can see, look, this is because I have oil on my hands. I don't know if you guys can see it. So you can see like the little oil droplets and stuff. So that's the reason why I didn't transfer it properly, because everything was fine before I put it on here. So I'm going to try to force it on here, but it's probably not going to be perfect, but I don't care too much. Again, it's just a backdrop. So I'm just going to leave it be. And I'm just going to, because I'd rather have oil cuticles than a perfect oil transfer right now. Oil transfer. Foil transfer. Hilarious. Yeah, this foil is like so pretty, actually. I've used it in quite a few different, this is how it's supposed to look, so look like right up here. So I'm just going to, for video's sake, I'm just going to put on some no wipe top coat. Hi, Carmen. So I'm just going to put on a top coat. Now, if you were going to be putting on any kind of full cover foils for your clients, I suggest that you put on like a base coat And then a top coat because your foil is like so sticky that you want your top coat to be able to stick and not chip off. You can also use, oh, exactly, Melanie. I agree with that 100%. I mean, if I was going for something that was perfect full cover, I don't know, I definitely wouldn't do it all along now, probably. And it probably would still be like patchy. It wouldn't be like smooth because, like, you know, nails are curved and stuff. So like nothing is ever going to be 100% anyway. So, hi Carmen. All right, so I'm going to see if I can get this together. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because this is going to be a little bit more in depth doing this. So this is the mold that I'm going to use. Thank you, Brad. So this is what we got. So this is like our little background guy here. And then I'm going to open this. So this is what Arctic Smog looks like. It's super cool. It's like a metallic, but it's like black, but gray. So I'm just going to give it a stir. So this is a cat eye gel. So, hi, you can actually find my Amazon store in the link in my bio. So just go there and go to the link where it says my Amazon store and it'll take you right to it, love. So here we got this, and then I'm going to just use a small brush. So Medusa has little tiny brushes. So this is going to be great for this because I don't want to have to like, it's a little tiny one. This is the blue one, by the way. So if you have Medusa brushes, you can use this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically try to get in the corners. So you can see how this is happening. This little string is because it's static. So just know that that is going to happen. But I don't have to feel bad for using my Medusa brushes because they're very affordable. You can get them in a set. So basically we're going to try not to get any kind of bubbles or anything else in here. Hi, Raina. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the color all across the bow. And then I'll show you why we're going to need the arrow tool. Next. This doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to be able to fix it after. So you just want to make sure that this color is absolutely everywhere where you want it for sure. Oh, awesome, Raina. I will definitely, if you made your order, I will definitely pack it tonight and ship it in the morning. I try to get out orders as fast as possible. Okay. Cool. All right. So you can see how I have it all in there, right? So next thing that I want to see is, because you see that this right here, this is like where like your nail would be. So I just want to make sure that there's color all on the edges. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. Oh, that's an actual fuzz. That's an actual one. Not a pretend one. It's a real one. Thank you so much. Hi, Lucky Missy. So just get like the color and stuff. If it goes up a little bit, it's fine. You can totally get that later. You'll see that soon. I just want to make sure to get the edges. All right. So you turn this around. You can see what it looks like. So I've done a pretty good job of getting into the edges. So I can see right here. Let me see. It's literally, hi April, right here. Do you see that? That right there is a bubble. So that is going to cause an indentation in your product. So, hi Janie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this arrow tool and I'm going to go from behind, and I'm going to get the bubble out. Okay, very easy. Get that bubble right out. I'm gonna go down in here. I see right here. Cool. All right. So next thing that I want to do is I'm going to make this side match this side, so you can see that I have a little bit more product here. So I'm going to be putting a little bit more on this side. Flip it over. Now with Medusa gels, you can put them slightly thicker. You don't want to do like super duper thick, of course, but you can make them slightly thicker. I just want to make sure that it's going to be fairly even from side to side and that there's not going to be any bubbles. Alright, so I think this was going to look good. This looks better. I think it might need a little bit more up here in this area. And the reason why I'm wearing so much is because this is a cat eye. So I'm going to set this here right now. Close this up. Always want to make sure that you close your product. And then what I'm going to do is, remember this little guy I told you about yesterday? Basically, it's like your poop brush, shit brush. So I use my shit brush because it's cheap. I'm going to moisten it in some alcohol, and I'm just going to clean the edges. Clean any edges that I'm worried about, because I don't want it like sticking up and making extra work for me later. Just be careful, you don't want it to disperse it in the product. Now here, there's like a little small bubble there, so that's fine. I can totally adjust that. I'd rather see it now. Now you can totally pre-make these ahead of time, by the way, so don't feel like you can't. So take this and move the extra product that has slid and put it where you want it to be. So the next part, what I want to do is, remember that magnet I was telling you about? The one that's like heavy duty? We're going to be using that next. So I'm going to be using the magnet on the bottom. But you have to be quick. So basically I'm putting my stuff where I want it. This is obviously a little bit more difficult technique than just like putting whatever it is that you want into this mold and like calling it a day. This is going to give it a little bit of a different dimension to whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so now I'm going to take that magnet that we talked about right here, this heavy duty one, and I'm going to, okay, this is really difficult one-handed, like this, and I'm going to set it across my bow like so. And this is going to make my bow a cat eye. Okay, so now I'm going to cure that. So have it in there. I'll be able to cure it even more, like closer with my 10-second cure light, because it's so powerful, so that I can make sure that it's completely cured all the way without having to worry about it. So I'm just cleaning my brush a little bit before I go into my Camilla gel. So my Camilla gel is what's going to give this bow like the strength, because this is literally just basic color, but it's like cat eye or whatever that I just put in it. So it's going to look really cool. So here's this, but you can see it through here, how it makes the whole bow cat eye shift. All right, so I'm going to take my 10-second cure light, and I'm going to basically cure the shit out of it. So, especially because it's dark and stuff like that, so I want to make sure that it is completely cured all the way. So you can just like hold it here, and then you can do like 10 seconds doing here, and then you can flip it over and do another 10 seconds this way. So it's getting the light from all the way around. You can even do the side because there is product on the side and stuff. Hi, Nay. Hi, Mar. Getting all of that in there. All right. So the Camilla gel is a Crystal Nails product. If you don't have this, you can use a clear gel like Medusa's foundation gel, or anything that's kind of like on the stiffer side. And then you can mix in any kind of color to kind of make it jelly or opaly, or you can add in like a pigment or like a little eyeshadow. You'll see, because this I haven't used in a while, so it is separated slightly, but you can see how it still has like a jelly type tint to it. It's not completely opaque to be able to build with it. So I'm going to just use my arrow tool. This does have some gold in it, it looks like. I didn't pick it because of the gold. I picked it because of the black, but it's totally fine. Hi, Lauren. All right, so what you can do is just use this with another little brush. So I'm going to go back and use the blue brush from Medusa, all right? Because I'm just going to be filling this up. Back, it's definitely still going to have static, but I always want to have this tint because I want to make it look like it's completely complete all the way through. Like, you don't want to use like just like a clear one to do something like this, because if you do happen to like miss a little spot or something of that nature, it's definitely going to show through. And at least this is going to help camouflage it. Hi, Nicole. So let's keep it on in there. Again, careful, it's going to be static. So basically when I do stuff like this, I kind of like to overfill it as much as possible, because I want to make sure that there's not going to be that much of a gap when I put this onto my client's nails. And because of the property of this gel and the way that it's like translucent, it's going to cure all the way through very well. So I'm constantly rocking it. You can see like where the line of light is. I think I can still put a little bit more product in. Okay, so back to our little jar with the 99% alcohol and the shit brush, of course. It's the brush that you don't care about, that you can use for stuff you actually still need to do, but don't want to use your expensive brushes to do it. This is just a brush from my Amazon store. Comes in the brush set. Now, the more that you do this cleanup, I mean, you totally don't have to, but like, I don't like to do like a ton of extra work. So this cleanup is going to prevent you from having to like clip off like a bunch of any kind of like excess that you might have like once this is completely cured. You don't want any sharp edges or anything like that. Get right over here, I think. Okay. One more right there. Cool. So you can see that this is basically really much in line with the inside of the well of the nail that they put in there. So I'm just going to use my 10-second cure light. It's about 10 seconds. I'm going to do the side, so just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do the same on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do the top. Now you can move this around and stuff like that, but because like the silicone is thick, like I definitely suggest that you just count it and just like leave it 10 seconds. The light is not very close to the end of this, so I think it's closer like back here or whatever. So it's like not so bad. But at least you know you get it done. Alright. So now you have your little bow with the cat eye. You can see it's completely out of there. Alright. So again, you can pre-make these, put them wherever, but you can see it has a nice curve. So you'll be able to fit it on many nails. If you make nice arched nails, then it'll be perfect. Hey, Talitha. Super cute, right? All right. So again, you can find my molds on my website, expressclaws.com. I'm just going to close up this little, my Camilla gel. Crystal Nails is having a great sale right now. It is 50% off of everything. So, except for machines, I believe. And Medusa is also having a great sale. 55% off of everything except for the new Lost in Winter collection, which I apologize, that's where this color came from. And the, I think, Ultimate kit. Basically the kit that literally has everything. So, that gives you an idea. All right, so I have this. So, I mean, you can, if you wanted to, Nails by Mar, create the entire nail. But the nail is small. So if I was to do my nail, you see it's big. So, I mean, unless your client's like nail, like, is completely this size. I mean, if you wanted to do it to, it's just a guide. If you wanted to do it this way, you had like samples, this way people can see what it looks like on nails. You can totally just like fill everything in if you wanted to. But at least this way, oops, then you have everything. So you have all of this. This will pretty much come off, this little extra. So you don't have to like use a file. You can just literally, because it's so thin and small, just be able to take even tweezer and just flake off the excess on the sides. Okay, so if you wanted to attach this, you will figure out like where you wanted it to go. Let's do down here, because why not? Because it's made for like a medium-sized nail, and I made this huge tip because, you know, I'm crazy. So I'm going to use my Gem and Charm Gel. And I'm going to just use a little small brush. Put it on here. Can also put it on with top coat if you wanted to, depending on what you were trying to do. So, alright, so about 3 seconds is going to be cured. So, but you can see how curved this is, because this nail tip is fairly flat, but you can see how curved it is. So it's not a problem, because this Gem Charm gel is thicker. You can just, and I would do this with any charm, by the way. If there was any kind of gap, I always fill in anything. Ooh, that looks cool. I kind of like that. Amazing, all go together now. Hi, Tracy. Thanks, Nicole. So, just fill it in. Alright, so I'm just going to cure this for 30 seconds. Alright. Oh, what did I do? Oh. Whatever. So, you can put like the top coat and stuff over the 3D element if you want, and it'll definitely make it more shiny. But because like you putting the gel polish even on the inside of this or whatever, it's not going to make it sticky. Oh yeah, let me put it in for 30. But you can still see the cat eye shift on that. So I'm just going to put on my No Wipe top coat for everything. You can put it, like I said, over that. I'm going to show you what it looks like actually. Might as well. So I'll probably make the, so if you're putting top coat on 3D element, you just have to make sure that you don't like slop on your top coat. Because if you do, then you're going to lose a 3D effect. But really, like, 3D stuff typically does not get a top coat. But I'm just doing it because I think it's going to amplify the way that the cat eye looks for you guys, and it does in the thing anyway. So, oh shoot, just gonna put that in for 60 seconds. Put that in there. All right, so the next one that I'm gonna do is something similar to this. So I'll help you guys with a few different lines and some lettering. So the brushes that I'm going to be using for that are my brushes, my #1 liner brush, my highlight brush, and my artist brush. Super cool. My brushes are acetone resistant. Alright, so that is curing. So what I'm going to be doing is, well, let me move this. If anybody doesn't know what the Lost Winter collection looks like this is it. It's like, it's got a bunch of different ones, which is kind of cool. Different colors. This is actually like green And it is a cat eye, but it's like very subtle, like very, very subtle. This one is probably one of my favorites, the purple. Let's see. All right. Here's the finished look for this one. Super fun. All right. I'll set that to the side. Now I have this. So I grabbed out number 130, which I think is from Out of This World collection. So this is Fort Knoxville. I think it's Out of This World. No, it's not. This is Bank on It, I think. But I could be wrong as well. Whichever. It's pretty. It's Fort Knoxville. So super pretty. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to be using 171. This one is La Vie en Rose. Hi, Sarisa. I didn't see you pop on. 153. Lovely. Yes, definitely. The red is a close second, but the red is not a cat eye. So I'm just going to use just a acid-free primer, of course, to just prep that real quick. So, shoot. All right, I'm going to use the lightest one. So this is 171. It looks so bright, but it's actually like really like, it's like a bright pastel, I guess. So I'm going to use this in order to like outline everything and really be able to kind of see like a guide, I guess you can say. So I'm just going to take the artist brush. This is the artist brush. It's pure Kolinsky, just so you guys know. I'm just going to take from the pot as well. So I'm going to make a center point. And then I'm basically just going to faintly draw from the center point. It's okay. Alright, so you guys can see that. Alright. So I'm just going to use my 10-second cure light. You can cure it in 10 seconds pretty much, going all the way, but I just need it to kind of just stay in place, so this is good. So I'm going to use this color, which is 171 that we just used, and I'm going to use the 153, which is lovely, together. So I'm going to make an ombre on the sides. So I'm going to lay all of my lighter pink first. So, mind you, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm still using the artist brush. So I'm going to paint 2/3 light pink into the one section. I'm going to move it, going the same side, about 2/3. It's not going to be perfect, and it's fine. it's not perfect. And then this one here. Okay. Put some color there. Cool. Ah, I am Sarisa. Thank you. Oh. Alright, so the next color I'm going to use is Lovely. I am good. Honestly, I'm just tired. But, like, I still wanted to do a live because I had it in my mind. I was doing a live, so that's exactly what's going to happen. And I need to stir this. You can see how the color is, like, separating slightly. That means that you have to stir it for sure. So, definitely stir your colors. If you don't do that, they are not going to perform correctly. So, and a touch of the pink, whatever. It's fine. I'm going to mess it up anyway. So, I'm gonna grab the darker one, and I'm going to take my artist brush, and I'm going to paint up to it, okay? Same thing on this side. All of this, so it all gets the same. They'll all look similar at the end. One has a little bit more than the other. It's fine. Okay. So you can see where this is going. All right. So I'm going to take just a little bit. I have a little bit on my brush. And basically, it's kind of hard to tell because I'm just going to kind of see how it feels. So I'm just taking it, and you can see how my bristles are spreading apart slightly. I'm just lightly, and I'm moving over to the left, because we're going to be making that ombre. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. This looks cool. So I can even start right in the light pink and go over here to the dark one. I did my last ones with the neons and it was extremely easy, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. I'm going to take a little bit more. You can see I'm like not super worried about the lines where my other color is gonna go. Don't worry about stuff like that you can't control like that, honestly. Oh no, I haven't cured any of the pink first. So all of this is still like uncured. Working all uncured right now. So that looks cool. Just going for like a burst effect. Hi, Yaklin. So I'm taking this. And just doing a slight ombre. Doesn't have to be perfect though, you know. Something cool. Thank you so much. Hi, Lauren. So if you grab some more pink, darker pink, it's fine. It's basically like just for the effect. Again, background effect. I want it to have like that bursting type feeling coming from the background anyway. So that's cool. All right. So I'm going to move this out of the way and I'm going to use my 10-second cure light. Thank you, Nicole. So you just want to go like, you know, 1 Mississippi over the nail, 2 Mississippi over the nail, 3 Mississippi over the nail, and so on and so forth. So going in this direction and stuff is going to make sure that you get everything completely cured. So if you just wanted to have like a like everything set and everything, only about 3 to 4 seconds to have everything set to like where it's not moving, and then you can move on to the next step without having to worry about stuff. So I think that's about 10. I didn't actually count for real after I stopped counting out loud. So, but literally only 10 seconds. Like if you guys wanted to go check out one of my older IGTV videos, it would definitely show you. We tried, I think like 16 different products and it completely cured it all the way. So if you guys wanted to get one of these, make sure that you hit up Esperta Nail Page on Facebook, or you can go to Nail Art Connect on Instagram, or Tess Walters also on a personal Facebook page, and tell her I sent you over there. So now I'm going to clean my brush. So I'm just going to be using, where is it at? A top coat. Just use a top coat. Yeah, definitely would be, wouldn't it, Raina? So just going to clean my brush like so, roll it in. Remember, treat your brushes well and they will be good to you if you're good to them. So get that all out. So I'm going to use, again, I'm going to use my little small brush. So this is the blue one from Medusa for the glitter, because it's going to be easy to get out. It's going to be easy to get out of the jar. It's going to be easy to put it in there. And I really don't want to have to, because I don't have an extra artist brush here right now, so I need to bring a second one here, so I have one for glitter. Because I'm definitely one of those people, like I have a top coat for glitter, I have a top coat for chrome, I have a brush for glitter, I have a brush for chrome, etc, etc. So now when you put this on, also doesn't have to be perfect. I'm literally just putting the gold in between. Like so, because we're going to be lining it after. Yes, Fort Knoxville. I'm glad that you guys know the names, because I'm not good with names. I was just like, oh, this number, that's cool, that works. I do love this color because it's a gold and silver, so that's nice. It's very nice. Ideally, if I was doing this for a client, because this is slightly sparse, it is not super full coverage. It does have like a shimmer in this product. I would put like a gold, like a full cover gold underneath. Hi, how are you? Thank you guys so much for joining my live. Can't see everybody because I am putting the glitter on everything. As always, if you guys wanted to purchase any Medusa products, you can do so by using my affiliate link in my bio. Make sure you do that every single time that you shop, This way I get credit for the sale. It'd be awesome, and they know that I'm doing a good job. Super duper appreciate you guys. I didn't even think about like what I'm gonna use for the heart. Guess I should probably think about that now, huh? So just check it to make sure everything is looking exactly how you want. I think this needs a little bit more now that I'm like turning it. Hi, Livras. I know a few people have joined. So hard to keep up. All right. So I'm going to cure that. I'm just going to put this like into the light like this because I'm being lazy. So thank you so much. I try to do different types of color combinations for you guys so you can see everything. Ooh, maybe I'll use, I think I want to use this. I think that would be pretty. 154, The Truth. I think that'll be pretty for the heart in the center. Alright, so I'm going to use my artist brush again. Thank you so much, Carmen. So this is The Truth. If you guys didn't see it, this is probably one of my favorite colors out of the Valentine's Day collection. I can't remember the name of the collection. Somebody probably will, but I will not. So this is super cute. So I'm going to paint my heart. So I'm going to make it very easy. I think I'm going to put my heart this way. So I always like go where I want like the little Cupid's bow first. And then do the one side. I definitely am loving Love at First Try. If it goes off the nail, I'm not too concerned about that. Hi, Nini. Fill it in. Bring it down to the point. I think I'll make this side slightly bigger. Yeah. See how it's like asymmetrical, so one big side, one small side. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'm going to just check. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect because we are going to outline this. So now you guys can see what that looks like. Super cool. So I'm going to cure that 30 seconds. So next thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use my matte top coat. So I know some people are not a fan of this, but for line work, I feel like it's super essential. Definitely Powerpuff vibes, yes. I love Powerpuff Girls. That was like one of my favorite cartoons. As far as like for that time frame of my life, I guess you can say. Because I'm constantly changing how I feel about stuff. So I have my little palette, and I'm going to be using the black primary paint. I'm going to stir this too because it's been a couple days since I touched this one, because I literally have 2 or 3 of everything. So I keep like one at my desk and one at my live desk, and sometimes if it's popular I'll keep one at the pedicure station, because I don't like to have to keep getting up and down and everything. Exactly, Mar. The struggle is real. So if you're going to be using it all the time, you're probably going to be going through it anyway. So just buy 2 or 3 of them, and then you don't have to worry about it. So this is what it looks like before I put on the matte top coat. Okay. So I'm going to put on the matte top coat. And you can use whatever matte top coat that you want. So I have the super matte no wipe here. So that's what I'm going to use. Typically for designs like this, like I wouldn't use like this top coat because I would consider this my good matte top coat. So I'll use like a not so good matte top coat in between when I'm layering designs and stuff, especially when I'm doing like line work and that sort of thing. So, you know, a lot of times like some of these nail companies, they'll give you like free gifts, but it's like the free gift, like you don't actually want the free gift. So, and it's usually a top coat, a base coat, or a matte top coat. So I save all of those. I literally have an entire bin full of top and base coats that I utilize because I want to make sure that I'm using everything that is given to me. So, because if it's free, like I'm still going to be able to use it to some degree. Like, I got this iGel Beauty Top Coat. So this is what I've been using to like clean my brushes in right now, because it's sticky. This isn't a no wipe one, so I don't typically use a sticky top coat unless it's like a like I have, what is it, Trinity? I use that for like some foils and chromes and stuff, and then I use Ultra Gloss also from Accents for non-staining properties, so which is great. So this is what it looks like matte. So of course I'll sacrifice, you know, certain things in order to, for their benefits is better. So that's what it looks like matte. So now we're going to be using the primary black. We're going to be doing our line work. So I'm going to use my #1 liner that you can get on expressclaws.com. This needs a little bit of work. Hi, Fire Goddess Nails. Just make sure that you are cleaning your brush. So cleaning your brush also make sure that it has the flexibility that you need. So that is definitely important. So where is... Alright, let me see, 1 second. Okay. There we go. Alright, so going to use this because I'm like not mixing anything, so I'm just going to, like I've shown you guys before, put a little bit on here, and then I'm just going to work off of that. I'm not going to work from inside the jar because I don't need to have like a bunch of product. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline the heart first because it's going to be easier to get the lines afterward. So if you were to do these lines first, then your heart's going to have like little bumpy lines or whatever. So we don't want that. So you can make the line on the outside as thin or as thick as you want. That is totally up to you. But what I like to do, because I'm going to make this a little bit thicker of a line, I'm just going to make the general line first. So if you make the general line first, then you can go and make it as thick as you want after. You guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, that I am a very big fan of making your client move. To wherever it is that you need them. If you need a good liner brush, you can purchase this on expressclouds.com. So you can see how I've made this line thicker now. So now I'm going to go through and thicken up the rest of them to match. Now after you outline this, you can cure it if you want, but I'm just going to go and do the other lines all at one time. Hello, hello. Hi, Helen. Use it like so. Slowly, slowly. And then just make sure that both sides match. Super cute. Right, so going to outline in between the lines now. If you really want that burst effect, you can make it smaller here at this point and wider down at the outside point, or you can make them all one width if you like. But I'm going to do skinnier and then slightly wider. It doesn't have to be super duper wide, but just like slightly. Again, this is all wet. All the black is wet, should I say. I'll do the same over here. This one. Careful with that one because you don't want it to like distort what you're doing. Thanks, Nini. Same. So you can see how it has like a more bursting effect. I'm going to make this one slightly thicker. This one slightly thicker at the base here as well. And a little bit down here, I think. Super cool. Yeah, I definitely will. The only time, honestly, that I don't super save tutorials is if Instagram basically says, like, I can't. And not that I can't, but basically because it won't. So, if any tutorial it is that I do isn't saved, typically it's because it's Instagram's fault. So, next thing that I'm going to use is my highlight brush. My highlight brush is a little tiny baby brush. Thank you, thank you. So if you guys want to, you can just like got a little straggler. Probably need to come off anyway. What do I want to use? What color do I want to do? Maybe I just want to do white. I think I just want to do white. So, I'm going to use the primary white. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to mix that. Second, I'm just going to grab just a little. Now my palette, you can purchase this palette on my website as well if you guys want. Alright, so my other one just says nope, so I'm just going to put hell no is what I'm going to write actually. Yes, this palette is from the website expressclaws.com. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Thank you so much, Fire Goddess Nails. Thank you so much, April. So I think I want to write. So what you can do is, like, my brush is clean, so I can basically go like this and like see like where my placement is by using this. So this way I can see exactly where I want it to start. So I think I'll start the H right in here and then go LL and then an O down here, okay? So oh, thanks, Carmen. I would absolutely love that. We will do that one day. We will definitely get coffee and do nail art together and walk into the sunset. Most definitely. So I'm just going to take a little bit here. Same thing like when I'm doing like my line work for anything else. So just a little bit, right? If it's too much, then I'm just going to wipe it off a little bit. So this is all for like lettering and stuff. So let's see if I can get this good on here. So I'm just going to put just like little baby lines. Doesn't have to be perfect, because we can always fix it after. Okay. Where are you located anyway, Carmen? Who's holding their breath? Oh, okay. Oh, that's awesome. One day. Listen, if I can do this, tired for you guys. You guys can definitely do it a week, okay? Oh, you're still holding your breath, Tracy? Tracy's one of my clients, you guys. Oh, when I'm painting, huh, Nini? So funny. Just be careful when you're going over the black parts, because it's obviously not as smooth as everything else, so be careful. Hi, Sassy. Okay, and I feel like this down here maybe needs to be a little bit fatter, because I want it to all look like it's written from the same font. Well, I make it look easy because I've do it for a long time. But with lots of practice and patience, you could do it as well, right? Painting is like having a lot of self-control, actually. Definitely, if you guys do any of my designs, make sure that you tag me on Facebook or on Instagram at Nails by Sarah Detroit. Put it in your story. I'll share it for you. Super cool, huh? I think I'm going to adjust this down here. You know, just small adjustments can make this look even better. So like up here, I feel like needs a little bit more white to define it. But honestly, just small things like that, see how it just makes it flow just slightly better. It's literally 1 millimeter, but definitely 1 millimeter makes a difference. So I'm going to just put that in my light for 30 seconds, or you can use a flash cure light to cure for 10 seconds. Again, I'm just tired and lazy, so I'm not doing that. Alright, so I literally use that flash cure light though all the time, especially for crystals. It's one of my favorites. Or like when you're doing like a design, like doing a design like this, especially like on a client. Okay, good. Yeah, definitely do that, Melanie. I will definitely reshare to my story, of course. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to put on my top coat now. So I'm going to use the Medusa High Gloss. Oops. I still have it open apparently. So High Gloss top coat. So definitely, if you guys get creative, I would love to see your creations. So don't be shy. Float on the top coat. cool. Okay. All right. So, and of course, if you guys like want these tips, because everybody's always asking like where I get the tips and stuff from, they are also in my Amazon store. So, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. All right. So, here's the first design that we did. Well, that one is, in there bacon. So this is a 3D bow with the new cat eye from the Lost Winter collection. You can see the cat eye in the bow, like so, on top of my sticky foil gel, and also foil that's also in my web store, so expressclaws.com. So you can get the sticky foil gel, the foil, and the bow mold all from there. So the next one that we did, yes, put all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I've definitely missed doing this for you guys. So that's why I already had it like set in my mind, like, I was gonna do live video and all of that and everything. So I was like, I'm doing it, whether I'm tired or not, I'm doing it. So here I am, tired and all, doing this for you guys. And then here's this one. So we used our Medusa gels. So you can use that link in my bio or down below, my affiliate link, every time that you shop, in order to get the Medusa gels. So I get credit for the sale, and they know I'm promoting properly, of course. So using my brushes, my artist brush, my liner brush, and my highlight brush in order to make the other one. So super duper great. Thank you guys so much. If you do create them or recreate them or make something even cool, like something else even more, maybe you do 2 of them, I don't know, like it doesn't matter, but I would absolutely love to see them. So make sure that you tag me at Nails by Sarah Detroit on Facebook or on Instagram or in your story. Even if you share it to your story, I will also share it to my story. I would super love to see them. So you can purchase all of these items as far as like brushes and molds on expressclaws.com, also foil gel too. And you can get the gels from my Medusa affiliate link down below or link in my bio. If you want other nail art goodies, you can find them in my Amazon store, or if you want the 10-second cure light, you can go to Nail Art Connect or Esperta Nail Products. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you have a good night. Bye!